morning. So it is lost count. Don't know how many weeks it is because I went away on holiday and didn't make a video. I'm going to guess around 8-9 weeks into recovery. And although I am failing miserably on the training front, the food part I'm not, which is a good thing for me because I've never consistently eaten this way. You know, I've given it a go and I've gone, oh yeah, no, I'm going to go and eat X amount and I'm going to do this. And I thought, oh, I'll just increase it a little bit, you know, and I'll try 2,000 calories, 2,100. And I'd get there and I'd get there and I'd get there. And then there'd be this one day where maybe I just didn't have time or just couldn't bring myself to get to that 2,100. And then before long, I'm thinking, I felt really good yesterday knowing that I only did 1,800 instead of 2,100. And then I just go back again and again and again. And it was the same old shit, to be honest. Overtraining, under-eating, feeling like crap. Not really seeing, look, I mean, I'm not going to deny I was slightly leaner than what I am now. Obviously, anorexic days were extreme. You know, I'm not going to deny that. I was pretty damn thin. But again, you know, I was different back then. I was in my early 20s, mid-20s. My hormones were different. Things have just progressively got worse and worse and worse. When you've got a hormonal imbalance, it is very difficult for your body just to function normally because it's out of balance. Guys, I'm not going to deny and I'm not going to promote that everybody needs to do training when they're doing this journey because it isn't for everybody. You know, if you are one of those that goes all in, can eat X amount of calories and cannot train, can just about go for a walk, for example, a couple of times a week or even every day, I take my hat off to you. I do, and I've said this before. This is just my journey. I'm not telling anybody what to do or how to do this. This is just my time. This is how my brain is going to cope with it. You know, I am somebody that I need to have that training part of my life. I do, but I'm training sensibly. I mean, you wouldn't have thought that if you'd have joined me on my upper body workout this morning because it was pretty damn intense, but it's intense. It's fueled with food before, it's fueled with food after, and I'm not going to scrimp on any calories today. I'm just going to eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full, and enjoy it. And to be honest with you, that's how things have been. I've not changed anything. I know I haven't done as many videos. I think a part of me was a little bit embarrassed to admit that I'm training again. Once a day, mind you, but I'm training. And, you know, when I say I'm training, I mean, I'm really training. It's not 2 hours in the gym, an hour's run, then an hour's walking the dog, and 2 hours of yoga, which is what I was doing. It is simply just about an hour and a half, I would say. So on the mornings that I'll do a run, it will just be an hour, and that's it. And the mornings that I'll do an upper body or a lower body day at the gym, it's usually between an hour and 15, an hour and a half. That's not solid weight training, by the way. I'll always do a warm up and I always finish with some sort of sprints or a cool down. So, you know, the weight bearing exercises are realistically about an hour-ish, maybe just over, which again, I think is still too long, especially with what's going on at the moment. But at the moment, it's making me happy. I am the happiest I have been in years. You know, I'm enjoying making love with my husband again. All right, I don't always get the urge to want to jump on him because, you know, at the same time, we've been together for a long time. You know, I met him when I was 15 years old. So, you know, you do become so familiar with that person to the point where any ounce of self-respect when you're burping, popping, pooing, whatever, it just goes out the window, really, let's face it. We've been through things together like no one else can dream of and no one else could relate to, with all the stuff with Layla and having the funeral for her. You know, he was my rock. You know, he used to wait days without shedding a tear because I was shedding more for both of us. And then I would catch him very emotional and very red-eyed in the shower. And then I knew that he was really trying to keep it together for me. You know, and coming through the other side, I think is a huge factor into why I behave the way that I do and why I am the way I am. I'm not going to take away the fact that I was a bigger girl when I was younger. I lost my weight through exercise and through pretty much eating 0 calories as well, which was really bad. You know, and all of my early adult life with Simon, my husband, you know, I was still, you know, your average size 10. I had a good little figure. It wasn't small, it wasn't big, it was just normal. And I didn't try hard to maintain that. It just was me. And I was naturally cycling back then. I was 10 stone, 5'7". You know, I was a decent average BMI. Now, I weigh more than 10 stone now. I'm not going to dare say, 1, how much, or 2, even bother to weigh myself, because I'm too happy to do that. I couldn't give a shit what I weigh on that scale. It is a number. At the end of the day, I know that I am in a weight that should be cycling. You know, I was cycling before. Maybe I wasn't as lean and as muscular as what I am now, mind you, so that might be a big factor into this, but I seriously believe that there is something going on here that I should be having a cycle. I should be. And there is something else that is blocking it. I know it's the training. 100% I know it's the training. My body feels like it's running from a bear every day, I think. So I get up in the morning, I run from a bear, and then I spend the rest of the day just trying to calm down and trying to eat and refuel myself. I don't feel compelled when I get up in the morning that, oh God, I've got to go to the gym, or feel upset or depressed that I'm training. It's really weird. I know it's hard to express, and it's probably hard to believe that you can go from doing all of that and then think, well, do you really enjoy training? Honestly, I love it. I get up in the morning and I don't dread it. I'm planning my sets, my reps in my head, and I'm thinking, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I can superset it with skipping, I can do this, I can do that. And I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, I was rowing a 40 kg barbell earlier for 3 sets. I was, you know, doing chest press with the dumbbells, 17 and a halves I've got up to, which is strong for me. You know, my squats I'm going to do tomorrow with Molly, who's the youngster that I was telling you about, the personal training girl. Little does she know that we've got strength day tomorrow. It's a full body, and we're going to be doing some pretty damn heavy squats, 80, 90 kilograms for a good 5-6 reps, maybe 6 rounds. I don't know, I haven't kind of focused on that yet, but it's going to be gruesome. Good thing that's happened. So yesterday I did a video on my progesterone challenge. This is something, if you didn't know, that the doctors will give to you if you are experiencing no periods and you say, oh, it's been 6 months, I've been off the pill and I've not had a period. And they're going, could be post-pill amenorrhea. Well, that's bullshit, because that's not even a real thing. You know, yes, your body naturally can take a little while to get back into motion, but the pill suppresses them hormones. So if everything is going okay with your body, naturally, within 6 weeks, your body should be recycling those hormones again and again and again and again, and you should be having a period. If you don't have enough estrogen in your body to build up the lining of the womb, then taking the progesterone challenge, you won't bleed. You'll take it they prescribe it for 5 to 10 days. So I took mine at 10 milligrams. I took 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening of 5. So 5 milligrams morning, 5 milligrams evening, 10 days. Then I stopped taking that on Saturday. By Sunday, Monday, by Tuesday, so yesterday, I was bleeding. And this morning, wow, the river is flowing red. I've changed my tampon 3 times already, and it's not even, well, it's 9:24. So, I mean, I get up early, so you can't really judge that. And obviously when you're doing a workout, you just don't really want, you know, to hang on to something in there that's been through that. Anyway, so the progesterone challenge, big thumbs up, because I've obviously got some estrogen hanging around there, which I kind of anticipated that I would have, because that fertility monitor, if anybody's used the dual clear blue one, oh my God, how freaking confusing. I took the whole thing for the whole 20 sticks and it gave me, bar one, 19 flashy faces. No solid face, mind you. I started to think whether or not the bloody thing was broken. I didn't ovulate. I can't have done. I didn't get a surge. Didn't get a peak. About, 12 days after I finished the Clomid, I got spotting, which was really pinky. And I'm thinking, is this an ovulation bleed? But nothing else was indicating ovulation. No egg white cervical mucus. There was no spike in my temperature. I think I was pretty upset at that stage because I was getting really excited. The fact that I was spotting, is this a period? Am I ovulating? And actually, by the second day, it had pretty much gone to brown mush and it was gone. So that was my period. Now that obviously meant that there wasn't a great deal of estrogen to build up my lining. And also, I didn't ovulate, because when you ovulate, progesterone kicks in and it will be there for 10 to 12 days. Anything above 10 really is the norm. Anything under 10 is low progesterone. So they ask for 10 plus days on your luteal phase, which is the second, half of the cycle, and you should bleed after that. Now I didn't. So I gave it 2.5 weeks. We went away on holiday again, which is why I didn't do a video. Sorry, guys. When we got back, I did a pregnancy test, negative. Then I started the progesterone challenge to induce the bleed myself. But it still was no guarantee that it was going to happen. I was hopeful that it would, because I know in myself I'm happy. I'm getting to 8, 9 o'clock at night and I'm still happy. I'm still joking with my boys. I still have quite a bit of energy, really, which is unheard of. And I'm still getting up early, naturally. I'm sleeping throughout the night, which is quite tough because I'm waking up at sort of 4, half 4, absolutely dying for the toilet, because I normally wake up in the middle of the night for, to urinate. And again, that is a massive sign of too much training. It's not that I've drunk anything less either. I'm a real thirsty bugger. So I don't know why, but I am sleeping. I'm falling asleep between sort of 9, half 9, and I'm going through till 4, half 4, 5 o'clock, sometimes 5:30 this morning. So I'm getting some decent sleep, which I think is helping the situation immensely, even though I'm training. But I am eating to compensate for that training. So even though I am training, and you're probably going to say to yourself, well, why don't you just stick to having 2,500 calories and not train at all? If only I could do that. But quite honestly, hold my hands up, I can't do it. I need to eat minimum of 2.5, maybe 3 a day. But I'm training, and I will be training. I will have my rest days and eat the same, mind you. But I'm training. I'm just going to give a bit of a physique update. So I did a video a little while ago. I mean, look, I'm still bigger than I was, but quite frankly, and I've had my breakfast. Yes, it's a bit jiggly. Yes, it isn't like it was. But to be quite honest with you, I'm quite happy with it. And although I did stop training for 4 or 5 weeks and ate like a pig, and I still eat like a pig, I don't feel unhappy with it. I am bigger than what I was, and I've accepted that. I know that that's what's going to be. And I couldn't give a shit, to be honest with you, because I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. What will be, and I'm seeing some good changes, even though I haven't got my period back yet, mind you. I know it's going to come. I know I can fix this. you know, I've got some stupid thing that I've got to go to at the hospital. I've waited 1.5 years for my endocrinology follow-up. Can you believe it? It's been almost 2 years since I saw them, and I was meant to go back after a year. Well, I've waited 1.5 years above that to get my appointment. That's how shit the NHS is. I've got to take some estrogen tests. I think FSH was in there, maybe LH as well. So I'll give you an update on that, because that could be quite interesting, because I've got that blood test next week and I'm taking Clomid at the moment. I'm on my 2nd day of Clomid. So I've got 4 days of Clomid, and then I will stop Clomid, on Saturday? Yep, Saturday will be my last day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that will be 4 days after I've taken the Clomid, where I'm going to go in for my blood test. So, because I've got to take this with me to the hospital the following week. I'll keep you updated and let you know how I go. I hope everybody else is having, you know, a better journey as far as their training is concerned than me. But I'm not going to apologise for it, because I do feel good and I do feel happy, and I don't feel like I have to train to be able to eat the amount of calories that I'm eating, because I'm overeating them calories, and I'm bloody enjoying it. It's yummy. You know, sod it, life is far too short to be restricting all the bloody time. And if you start having thoughts about, oh God, peanut butter, that's like 100 calories in a little tiny spoon. Well, what's that going to do? Your body is in probably thousands upon thousands of calorie debt. And you owe it to yourself. So eat fucking peanut butter. See you later, guys.
We're always on the edge. We fight and make love at the same time. Would you break up just because I told you?